Hello student, good afternoon. Today I will teach you blastulation fate map of blastula of frog. What is meant by blastulation in respect to frog? At the egg cell stage, Rook scientists have described in 1950 a small fluid filled space called the blastocele or segmentation cavity appears between the blastomeres. In the animal hemispheres, due to rounding off of the blastomeres, in the animal hemisphere due to rounding off of the blastomere, the blastocele increases in size as the cleavage progresses. The albuminous fluid in the blastocele is secreted by the surrounding blastomeres and contains mucopolysaccharides. As the cleavage progresses, the addition of the blastomeres to each other increases and they become arranged to form a true epithelium called blastoderm. In the fully developed blastula, the blastoderm remains 2 cell thick towards the animal pole of the egg and forms dome-shaped roof of the blastocele. The side and flower of the blastocele are formed by multilayered blastoderm of large yolky micromeres and the roof by the pigmented micromeres. The embryo containing the fluid-filled blastocele and the blastoderm is called the blastula. Fate map of blastula of frog. Fate maps of blastula of frog. In the blastula, the blastomeres, which have to form different germinal layers and different organs of the adult frog, have their representation at the external surface of the blastula. The fate of each type of blastomeres has been observed by artificial vital staining methods of work in 1925 and prospective organ regions maps or late maps have been prepared for the blastula of frog. According to the fate map studies, the whole surface of the blastula of frog can be divided into followed 3 areas. First number 1, presumptive ectoderm area. Number 1, presumptive ectoderm area. The pigmented area around the animal pole represents the presumptive ectoderm. It covers major portion of animal hemisphere. The prospective epidermal ectoderm, which forms skin epidermis, occupies the anteroventral side of blastula, the prospective neural ectoderm occupies the dorsal side of blastula. The material for sense organs is present in this area only. The future sub-area for eyes is present in the neural ectoderm, and future sub-area for nostrils, suckers and ears is located in the epidermal ectoderm. Gilchrist scientists have described in 1968 has called this area as zone of expansion because during the gastrulation this zone expands downwards and then converges towards the vegetal pole. At the end of gastrulation, the ectodermal zone gives rise to the entire outer layer of gastrula. Prospective autochord and mesoderm area. The pigmented animal hemispheres. The prospective ectodermal area is followed by a crescentic area of gray color. The marginal zone which goes all along the equator of the blastula and has blastomeres for the formation of notochord and mesoderm of the frog embryo. The notochordal cells occupy the large area of dorsal side of the gray crescent beneath the notochordal area and towards the vegetal pole. There lies a narrow strip of cells which forms the precaudal connective tissues of the embryo, and hence this strip is called precaudal plate. At the upper side of the notochordal area and towards the animal hemisphere lies another narrow strips of cells which develops into the tail mesoderm of the frog embryo. The parts of the gray crescent on both sides of the notochordal area are taken up by material for the segmental muscles, that is somites. The lateral and ventral parts of the gray crescent gives rise to the mesodermal lining of the body cavity, the kidneys, etc. Ventrolateral mesoderm. Third number, prospective endodermal area. The cells in the vegetal hemisphere constitute the prospective endoderm just beneath the precaudal plate area of mid-dorsal part of gray crescent occurs the endodermal cells for the anterior parts of the alimentary canal. The endodermal lining of the mouth, gill region and pharynx. Rest of the endodermal area includes the material for midgut, hindgut and other organs such as liver, pancreas, urinary matter and certain endocrine glands. Gilchrist scientists have stated that in 1968 has called the prospective endodermal zone the zone of invagination because during gastrulation it sinks and glides into the blastula of frog. Okay, thank you.